We are live.
Right, let's
All
rock and
right.
roll.
All right. It's Sue Greenwald here with Awakened Stories. I'm here today with King Smarty, also known as Sananda Galactic. Hey, King, how are you?
I am fantastic. The more people say that, the more it becomes evident.
Yeah, that you're fantastic.
Yep,
Yep.
fantastic and Sananda Galactic.
Yep. Yeah. So, do you have a specific update you want to give us, or should I just ask questions?
Um, I did get an update this morning, this AM. I don't like to say morning for obvious reasons. However, I did get an update saying that between 10 a.m. this AM and tonight they have begun some of the processes to exchange everyone's currencies, and it will be done in United States Treasury notes. Now, this is coming from different sources, and a lot of it is lining up with some of the stuff that I'm directly involved in as well. That being said, it's totally up to Daddy when it all happens. I'm at the point where I take in the information, reinforce what Daddy wants done, and keep it moving. I don't have time to sit here and bitch and complain because my account ain't reflecting what it should be. That being said, we are allowing the process and eliminating the darkness as we go. Boom! Take that.
Boom. Boom.
Stop them! Stop them! Stop them! Stop them!
It starts already. So,
That's
so,
right.
so what you said is they're going to be taking steps to get it going, like so that we can see it soon.
Yeah. So it already happened. Um, Apparently the announcement was a silent announcement, the Saturday thing that I've talked about, which was anyway. They said that it did take place and that it was released. So we're waiting for the 1-800 numbers on various sites, like we always heard about. Um, the more and more they say stuff like that, the more and more we put energy behind it nowadays to fully manifest it. And that's what all of y'all that I've taught how to move energy was trained to enforce and manifest. So even if it was bullshit or a lie back in the day, we can make it happen. And we have been. And we will. Which is why Dad said it will happen, it is happening, and it has happened. Boom! Another boom.
Yeah. Okay. So, are there any commands we can do now to just move things along, or have you just been working on it already?
We've been working on it already. However, it's always good to reinforce the commands happening, or not the commands, but reinforce the actual redemption, GCR, Nasara, basic income, food debt forgiveness across the board, especially fraudulent debt, because some of the debt that y'all have to pay people. You know what I mean? So everything that's right. All the fraudulent stuff that they did behind the scenes against us, that's wrong. That's has to be forgiven. So putting the energy behind that, putting the energy of basic income across the board, guaranteed income, multiple streams of income, so that we, the people of this beautiful planet wide, can stop the paycheck to paycheck, the suffering, the food, and the lack that we're experiencing because of a handful of individuals that have already been eliminated. And I know they've been eliminated. You can't tell me they haven't been, because that's my job. Okay.
So you had
So
some hand in it.
literally.
Yeah. Okay. So, wow, that's exciting. So, how can an announcement be a silent announcement? That,
Because it's on a need to know basis with them.
ah,
It's one of those things, the government and military do. So it's been announced, just not to us, to their inner circle. That being said, Dad also wanted me to put the energy behind the fact that the reason, well, he didn't really give me the reason, but there is a reason for them attempting to kick the can down the road, and that's to um, empower their plans. And it won't work because Dad is involved and Dad is behind all of it. So he wanted us to put the energy behind all that, exposing why they're pushing or kicking the can down the road. And the only thing that I can come up with is because they want to control everything, like
Right.
I've been saying.
Right.
So imagine trying to control your creator. It's not happening. Not at all.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Wow.
so they're having to come to Jesus moments left and right, and it's happening faster and faster and faster. Yesterday was a big day for the world moving into the golden age. Some folks attempted to kick the can down the road, and Dad said, absolutely not. We made some moves, and already this AM, the moves that we made are being reflected. And that's because we're involved in certain intel in the background. So you got these different agencies and these different governments, and then you got me. And literally, a lot of them report to me because they know that I'm for real. I've healed them. I've did many things for these individuals, and they trust me. So they know that they don't fully understand what I'm saying or how I'm doing what I'm doing, but they know that things are happening because we are enforcing it, commanding it, and a lot of these individuals are elders who can sense it. So when we're on the phone with them saying, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, they can see and feel the energy blast coming through. So it's not like I'm making anything up. And I wouldn't do that because there's no authenticity with any of that. And there's no power behind making shit up and fibbing and deceiving people, right? There's no power in it at all, which is why you're seeing the cabal take fucking nosedives. Boom, 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 boom. Take that. It's fucking over. Anyway, before I keep ranting, let's move forward.
No, we love hearing this, you know. So through the past billion years, I'm joking, but we've had people holding up the payments and, like you said, kicking the can down the road, pretending this isn't going to happen or whatever. So we know that there have been holdups because there's corruption. Everyone wants to grab the money for themselves. They don't want the common person to have this, and they're trying to control it, as what you just said. All right. So recently you put out the message, I think it was on Friday, about how people have been getting paid. It's happening. Just be patient a little longer. Are there any others that are holding up the payments?
Yeah, those are the ones that are being dealt with, including Trump himself.
Okay.
So that being said, there are reports, legitimate reports out there that the reason why it's taking so long because of the demonics, all the different entities within the planet system,
Right.
and the process. Shout out to Big Daddy on TikTok because what he said in the previous video that I posted was accurate, very accurate. The thousands of tunnels, I've been telling y'all, the fact that there are entities out there that will, come after you after the wealth. So that is an accurate statement. However, it's really not necessary because a lot of us are already learning about these entities and how to defeat them. And that's what I did to show y'all. And literally all it takes is one blast and it's over for them. And the military and all that know this because of the sensors that I told y'all guys about. So they know what I'm saying is true. They see what I'm doing. This is why they don't interfere because they know things. They're having to come to terms with it all because they didn't believe I had all the abilities that I do. But now it's like in your fucking face. Like, this dude is for real. Not to mention everything that I'm saying is happening. The bigger and bigger sightings of the spacecrafts and this and that, different entities being shown everywhere, and signs of wealth transfers taking place behind the scenes and on the lobster wallets, and all these different things are happening, and it's all going to come together. And I'm gonna be in the position to make sure it comes together. Well, I'm in the position to make sure it comes together the way Dad wants it to come together for all of yous, even you assholes out there. Okay, so I just had to throw that shit in there. You know,
Okay.
a lot of people they don't understand, and they don't believe nothing that I'm saying. But now it's like, I'm in your fucking face. What are you gonna do now? So, get with the program, learn the method, join us, or sit in the fucking corner and shut the fuck up like a good little boy and girl. Because if you don't have no type of abilities to remote view, to feel energy, to just have a simple knowing, zip it.
All right, all right. This is ultra exciting. And I know you've been like every second of every day taking the bad guys out, cleaning out the bad guys, cleaning out the corruption, exposing it. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, those that have been with this group for a while know that,
Oh,
It's just like it's how many more bad guys, like so we just have to be patient till it's time.
well, look. I mean, think about it. You got billions of humans on the planet,
Yep.
and you got billions of bad guys on multiple planets. And after we did what we did yesterday, they came together from all different parts of the universe to attack us yesterday. So we had to deal with all that too. I was on the phone with multiple people yesterday, and every time it had to do with money, our phones either went shut, we got disconnected, and all that. And you were one of them. As soon as something about money, click, like what the fuck? So it's there's been all types of attacks and spells and all of the different bullshit that they do to stop us from receiving the funding, because in this world, according to them, money is power, money is everything,
Right.
and it's not. And that's what they're having to come to terms with. It's not. So we're doing all of this stuff, and nobody really totally believes it or understands. I can't say nobody. A lot of people don't fully believe it or understand. However, when they come in contact with me and I start telling them different things and then telling them about their own fucking life, it's like, oh shit, okay, you win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
So,
do.
so
Yeah.
that's where we're at.
Yeah. And I've seen that in action for those that, don't know. But okay, so here's a question. In the spiritual genre, we're taught that, we're good people, we do our thing, our healing, for free. We help other people for free, blah, 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 blah. So, this group is not just about money, all right, that you've created. It's not just about money, but that is important. So can you kind of explain it? We're physical beings right now. We need to, eat. We need to,
Well, the good news about it all is that we have powers and abilities that have nothing to do with money, and we're still being provided for because Dad is providing everything we need when we need it. And I struggle with that myself, knowing that I got to take care of this, knowing that I got to take care of that, and then my funds are limited. However, Dad always makes it happen, no matter what,
yeah,
no matter what. That being said, we are all moving into a position where we have total funding for just about everything, and then funding will be kind of like obsolete. It'll still be there in some form or fashion, trading, bartering, right? However, that's where we're walking into. So we're not there yet. Actually, in my mind, we already are, because I experience everything being taken care of, even when I have you know,
Pressing needs.
yeah, like, oh shit, we gotta take care of this, we gotta take care of that. And then
Yeah.
daddy says, let it go, he got it. And then boom, something happens where there it is. And the only reaction after that is thank you, daddy.
Yeah.
So I'm fully aware of that, which is why I don't worry about nothing because dad provides, takes care of it. Those of us that are stressing out and in need and all that stuff, again, you guys created that shit for yourself by not letting go and trusting dad. Who provides everything? He does. Who made everything? He did. Who takes care of us nonstop every day? Who gives us the breath of life when we wake up in the morning? He does. So it's not all about money. However, we do need funding to do certain things. He will provide. He always has. He always does. I look forward to the day where none of us have to worry about certain things. And once you guys, those of you that haven't been around me, once you are around me, you'll see how I operate, and it's like totally different from the norm. Totally. So,
That is a given.
right. But that's why people love me everywhere I go, except for dark ones.
Yeah.
They don't love what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yep.
It's not my fucking problem because I love what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So basically it sounds like, worrying about the money. It's a transitory step in our, like right now, the funding allows us to live with comfort. Okay. So we're
Right.
not worried about like, where's the food prices or whatever, but then it trickles out to other people. So we can help them live in comfort and have food, have security, whatever they need. And then over time, it's going to become more and more irrelevant. Is that kind of a good way to say it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly the case. Now, when I first started all this stuff back in 2012, and I was just healing people. I was also giving people updates and information about the wealth transfer, the RV, GCR, blah 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 blah. The cool part now is that I'm actually involved. I'm actually in contact with the person that actually wrote it all up for them. Now that's huge, if you ask me.
Yeah.
That being said, my focus is not the actual payment process or the money. My focus is on eliminating the dark ones so that when we do get it, like Big Daddy 777 on TikTok was saying, we don't have to worry about these dark fuckers trying to steal our shit,
Yeah.
trying to eliminate people, blah blah blah, because
Yeah.
we're eliminating them as we speak.
Yeah.
The kicker is the cool part, which is also the kicker. I gave you guys eternal youth for paying attention to what daddy wants you to do and think and say. So there's no value on that. And think about what I just said. I've already gave it to y'all. It's your choice to do what the fuck I'm telling you to do. Actually, you don't have, I didn't want to say it that way, but follow what I'm teaching you, reproduce what I'm teaching you, and eternal life is granted. Boom. Now, all you got to do is realize that what I just said, you live forever, the money's coming. It's already here. It's not that fucking hard, guys.
That is huge. Huge, 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 huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Thank you.
If you understand how everything is energy, including the body, and you have the right frequencies, which you already got it, because most of y'all listening already have one of these. You yourself are not.
Here we go. Okay. You blipped out for a minute.
I know, I saw it. If you understand how energy works, you yourself are not vibrating the way you should be. However, this is vibrating the way it should be to give you that eternal youth until you realize that you have it. That's why I always say it's a tool. It's not something that you're going to need forever until you realize some of the things that the Jedi's realize and how they can now transfer and command things and use energy, you'll need some of the products. There's no way around it. Until you experience and practice and listen to what I'm telling you and take it to heart and reproduce it, you won't know how real it is. This is why the Jedi's are why my brothers and sisters are still with me, because I've taught them things and I've validated things, and I brought a lot of them back from the dead by simply using my energy and abilities to remove tumors, heal them, command certain things, get rid of fucking governments and taxes and bullshit like that. No, not happening. Delete. Fuck out of here.
A lot of the people in this group wouldn't be here today if you hadn't healed them.
That's true. And I didn't charge them anything.
Right, right.
At
And
all.
we've seen the magnificent results that John Jr. is having with his healing pendant. So for those that want the healing pendants, jewelry, or products, they can go to smartiescorner.com. And I would suggest to anyone that's new to join the Telegram groups. I'll put them all in the description, but then you'll get notifications about what's going on. And if there's a super sale or a flash sale, you'll get notifications. So that makes it more fun,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Now, as far as my products, the products help me maintain. However, when you get something like this, the pain killing patches, the energy is there permanently. Even when it gets deteriorated or whatnot, the energy is still there.
Yeah.
This thing is designed to be able to use 100 times, and you can flip it and peel it. But what I'm saying is the energy is there permanently, so you're only paying it for one time. And then you can reuse it. And even when it stops sticking 100 times from now, you can put it in a Ziploc bag and still put it somewhere, and it's still going to fucking work, because the energy can't be removed. You're dealing with dad. That's dad's energy right there, okay? And he's the one that showed me how to do it. You can't do none of the shit that I can do. There's a reason for it. So anyway.
So anyways, for those that want or need healing or protection from EMF or whatever, the pendants or the jewelry they're a passive way, and just wearing it, you don't have to think again. You just wear it around. You're spreading those high frequencies to other people around you. You're healing everything. And again, you may or may not see dramatic results, or it might take a while. But regardless, you're bringing the energy up in your physical body, your energetic field, or whatever. And if you can't afford a pendant or whatever, there's all sorts of free things you can download to use.
That's true. That's
Can't
true.
beat it with a stick.
That's very true. And that's literally how I started giving it out.
Right.
And people would tell me, "You're crazy for giving this out. You can make millions." I know that. That's why I love to do it, because I know that.
Yeah. So I have, like, right now, I have a stack of the free hollows that I printed. Okay. And I put them in a baggie because I don't, it's quick and cheap. Okay. And this is what I use as a coaster. Okay.
Yeah.
And laugh at me all you want. I'm getting frequencies when I drink stuff.
Daily, right? Daily.
Yeah.
I'll give you another example. Did you happen to see the video of the guy who was changing the guy's energy field and then doing the muscle test?
Yeah.
With this right here, this keeps you in that strong energy field, whether you yourself are thinking negatively. It keeps you protected. However, when you think negatively, or you lower your vibration because of some bill coming in, or somebody just, road rage your ass or whatever, right? You open yourself up to attacks. This is why these are important to have around you, because it keeps you from getting your ass whooped, because they are out there like piranhas. And your job is to understand it, know it, learn about it, and then learn how to defend yourself. The only way you're going to do that is the Jedi sessions that are still free on Source Directive's YouTube channel, right? Once you understand that everything is energy and people can interfere with your field, as you saw in the video, then you can know that it's all real, and you keep that energy bubble around you constantly. And then in your own mind's eye, you can place that energy bubble on everybody else using the method. Heavy loving light blankets. You can do it to yourself as well. Put a heavy loving light blanket around yourself. You feel like something is attacking you. You feel like something ain't going your way. You feel like you just walked into a place where there's nothing but darkness or 5G EMF shit going on. And then broadcast it. And then, like, for those of us that are more skilled with it, if I was to walk into a building and I see or feel something coming, I'll zoom in on it and see where the fuck is that, and then neutralize it. And that's it. It's over. And I didn't just do it for me, because my energy doesn't ever go away. So when I walk into a building and there's a fucking EMF tower or camera or something in the fucking corner, when I hit it, boom, that energy field is staying there. And I wish somebody tried to move it. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is a real war that people aren't really familiar with.
Right.
And this is what we've been doing. This is how we go into certain areas of the world. This is how we went into tunnels. This is how we went into ET bases. Pop, 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 all energy, removing, executing, eliminating, evaporating, and then leaving it open for the military to come in, because that's how it's been happening. Don't fuck with me.
Well, you know, a lot of times we'll say, oh, I wish I could see and all that. And I'm like, and I think I used to say that too. And I'm like, do ya? I'm not
Be
sure you
careful
really
what
do.
you wish for.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you that when we started going into the tunnels, it was difficult for some of us, because we saw what they were doing, and it was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, I had some tears in my eyes as well, you know. And I can see me and B, when we go in somewhere, we can both see at the same time, like we're literally there side by side.
Right.
And he's, you know, he starts tearing up, and I start tearing up, and I'm like, all right, pop, 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 take care of it, and that's it. I don't tear up nowadays, because I've how do you say, I put a block on that type of shit so that I can get my job done. And that's what I had to do. However, it's still painful, because you're dealing with babies, man. You're dealing with human babies that dad made. And then you're having to see what they had to endure. A little child. And the fact that it's coming out now, when we worked on it in 2016, 17, 18, you know, up until this day, it's rewarding to us that it's actually being brought to light. Not as fast as we would like.
Right.
However, it's still being brought to light. The real war is them treating us like cattle, raping and pillaging our children, consuming their blood, and all of this other wild shit. Not to mention, keep us in poverty so that we can't do fucking nothing about it. And then you got the court systems making sure we can't do nothing about it, because they're the ones hindering the shit. So they're fucking done. It's over, like over. Hang up, go home, and wait to be picked up by either the military or me. That's it. That's the only options right now. And it's happening. The great intimidation is happening right fucking now.
So one of my questions is, how will the world be introduced to you? Like, do you know? I mean, we've talked about this before, that maybe you'll go up on a ship and walk out like one of the graphics, like you're walking out slow-mo,
Right.
okay? And like people are just looking like, who is this, right? Is that how it's going to happen, or
it's there's multiple ways to do it. I've seen multiple ways to do it.
yeah,
One of them is to have the massive ships uncloak and then broadcast things through the airwaves, and have a video playing nonstop on the truth about everything.
Yeah.
Um, or it could just be we just uncloak everywhere and do what we have to do, and then slowly educate people afterwards.
Okay.
And then also, I've always joked about landing on the White House lawn, which I wasn't really joking, but I was saying it in a joking manner, right? Because I mean, that shit will stop everybody in their tracks. We're not landing in some desert anymore, warning you. Now we're doing it in the fucking public where everybody's watching now. So there's multiple ways to do it. All of them are cool, and the fact that it's going to happen either way is even cooler because it's going to happen.
Right. It would have been cool to land like in the Super Bowl, like right in the center or something. That would have been cool.
Well, we had to expose ourselves the way that we're doing it, which is a
Yeah.
slow
Yeah.
just a slow disclosure for now. Now, if you ask somebody about ships, they'll say drones, and it don't matter where you're at. Everybody saw it. Everybody's still seeing it. They're trying to scrape how you say scrape it or scrub it through the fucking media channels and all that, because they got an AI doing everything that has to do with ships or lights in the skies. Delete, delete, delete,
Right.
which is what's been happening. However, that can just go whoop, turn that shit off, and then reinforce what he wants to happen, which is going to happen shortly anyway. And all of the different files and all of the different things will come out. The JF Kennedy, the Epstein, the Diddy, the reptilians, the harvesting of the children, all that is going to happen. So there's multiple ways my unveiling will happen. Those of us that know, I've already unveiled myself to y'all, and I'm not what everybody thought, because they put dad in the box, right? They put dad in the box, so I can't possibly be what I am, who I am. No way in hell, right? That's you, whoever you are, putting your creator in a box, in a small box, right? Which is stupid, if you ask me. Very stupid. So knowing this is why I had to educate everybody on frequencies and how we can vibrate differently and then change into our real appearance when it's time, because we're all energy anyway. So that figure that they saw back in the day, which was wool like hair, like matter of fact, the Sananda Galactic video, right? That's exactly what I looked like when I was coming in and out of portals back then. So that being said, that's exactly what I'll be turning back into. And it's been a wild and painful journey for me, obviously, because I had to come to this reality, seed the planet, leave, return, seed the planet, leave, return, seed the planet, leave, return multiple times, and not just this planet. Which is why I have multiple offsprings out there that y'all getting ready to meet. So y'all don't even know what I know. Y'all can't see what I can see. But y'all better prepare for yourself. Y'all better prepare yourselves, especially the dark ones, because it's over. Everybody else, we're gonna have a blast. They're not gonna fully understand it right away, but when they do, they're gonna love it. They're gonna love me. They're gonna love all of us because of what we've really been doing behind the scenes and in public. There's no way around it. Now I gave y'all some more insight on how things are transpiring. You see, we've been in contact with Moses West, Julian Brown, Maxwell. I got direct contact with them. So their stuff is going to be pushed front and center. And then we're going to say, well, you think this is cool? Check this out. And then you don't have access to this until you come to Jesus.
And then they'll have a giant lab where they can collaborate and invent and work to their heart's content.
That's exactly what is taking place. Yes, that's exactly what is taking place. And
Yeah.
I've been warning everybody who don't want to see that happen not to interfere. And sadly, a lot have been interfering. So,
To their demise.
exactly. Resistance is futile, like one of our buddies, one like brothers like to say. So,
Yeah.
that's what's been happening, and this is going to continue to happen. Full disclosure is here, and there ain't nothing or no one able to stop it. And we keep on having to reprogram Elon and the AIs and all this different stuff happening. So it's real exciting, and be ready because it's happening.
Wow. Wow.
So much fun.
It is exciting.
Very.
So, so one of the things I was thinking is, you've done so much that is, let's say, unknown to the general public.
Right.
Now, will there be a time that you personally, you and your team get credit for what they've done?
Oh, we get credit as soon as we do it.
Well, through daddy, right? But like, will the general population understand that it was you that did this, that it was you that did that, and not,
Well,
Elon,
the,
whoever?
the the answer is yes to that, and it's going to be hard to deny it once you actually see the footage, or once you actually see with your, your abilities,
Yeah.
your knowingness. This is why when I talk to certain people, they know that I'm telling them the truth because they don't sense any type of, bullshit that comes with lies,
Right. Right.
bullshit that comes with, trying to con somebody. And I've been called a con multiple times by people who have no fucking clue.
Right.
And that's just it. They have no fucking clue. They've been paid, or whatever you want to call it. They work for a three-letter agency, kind of like what they've been doing to JFK Jr., Johnny Boy. Same shit. However, I want them to come fuck with me. I really do. And, like you said, I've done a lot of things, and there's really no way to prove it all other than me, changing your car's the way your car works
Yeah.
and steaming it right in front of you, zeroing out radiation on your cell phone like I did at your event in front of multiple people.
Right.
So I've done things that prove what I can do right there on the spot. All of this other stuff, it's not really, I'm not able to prove it right now because daddy's not allowing it. However, I can go into my backyard and you can see they're fucking with my lights, and then there's a fucking spacecraft right above me. I'm doing shit like that nobody else is doing. And they're my crew. So, I don't have to sit here and try to prove things to people. I don't give a
No.
fuck. Excuse my French.
I mean, I'm not really talking about now. I'm talking about like once you're revealed to the world. Like
Yeah.
it seems like only fair that you get the credit for clearing the tunnels. And then, of course, the military comes after and helps or whatever, but you've done the lion's share of the work, or
Yeah.
you've helped us with the wealth transfer. Like we need, no, I'd love to see you get due credit, is, like
Yeah. 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 So
respect.
like I said, it's a guarantee.
Okay.
Inevitable. How you say that?
Yeah,
Inevitable.
yeah, inevitable.
So it's a guarantee. Like I don't have to prove anything because it's going to happen. Um, there's multiple different people out there that used to come out and say these things and tell people what was happening, and then they were called rapists and stuff like that. You remember what was his name? The Navy guy that he was talking about going into different bases, and there were different groups of individuals that were like, special groups, special ops, and powerful guys, and they just come in and lay waste of shit and then leave. Well, that was us. the Navy man. That was us doing that. So they know who we are. And the higher ups, they know what the fuck is happening. Now they have an actual face to it. And my face is going to change, by the way, including the face on my ID. I'm dropping all types of stuff for y'all today, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you've kind of implied that like when we go through the chambers, we're going to look different, obviously, and our idea and photos and things will look like the new body. And that's kind of what I love because I want to look better than this. That's funny.
Dad designed us to the way we look right now, and he's always told me that he wants everybody to appreciate what he's done for them and how he's. However, we did take a toll. We did get our asses whooped. We got chemicals in our foods, chemicals in our waters, chemicals in our all of our stuff, and
Yeah.
lots of people thought they had to get old and die and all this stuff. So we've been hammered, if you would, with bullshit.
Yeah.
So that's why some of us look the way we do. However, after the chamber, he wants everybody to be the same way. Appreciate how you look, and I mean, we're gonna look like studs anyway. So all of us, we're gonna look like studs. Y'all gonna look like badasses, whatever you want to call it, right?
Yep. Yep.
And the galactic stud status is going to be evident everywhere.
Awesome.
A lot of the different ET groups out there, some of them are legit, by the way. They have space suits. They look fit, super fit. They even have gym equipment on some of the ships. They have training rooms on some of the ships. We don't need none of that because we have the crystalline chamber that changes us into our everlasting life. If I was to show you the inside of one of my crystalline ships, it's just seats. That's it. They're like lounge chairs where we just sit down and go anywhere we want to. Super, super fast, faster than you can blink. Not to mention we can do that by thought anyway. So we don't need to have all these type of resources within our spacecrafts because some groups have food and vegetation and all this type of stuff within their spacecrafts because they're literally floating out in space.
Yeah, sleeping quarters. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need none of that shit. We just sit there, relax, and just go wherever we want to go, do whatever we want to do. And it's literally crystalline so that you can look up and down and you can see everything around you. I'm trying to tell you, we're not to be messed with.
All right. All right. It is like, it's very, very uplifting to hear what you have to say. Very uplifting.
I know. Sometimes I have to, well, not sometimes, I have to listen to these recordings myself because I never ever, well, I know, but I don't 100% know what Dad's going to have me relay. And then I have to go back, watch it, and be like, okay, let's go, Daddy. which is fun. I love it.
You have a much larger view of what's happening than we do. We just have ours, although ours is expanding out, so yeah.
And I know you guys love even more that when I come on here and talk about these things, they literally manifest.
Yeah.
Literally. Some not so fast. I mean, some not, some could be done faster if you would. And that's I'm literally working on a couple more products also. And one of them is a new bracelet that says, expect miracles with a birthstone on the birthstone colors. Ooh. So everybody can get their own little birthstone color with the energy and a reminder to expect miracles every day because that's what Dad does every day for us. Right. Every day. So we got so many cool things happening behind the scenes. It's a great time to be alive. Don't worry about what you're listening and seeing on social media or the TV, because Dad's in control and he has us working on things that are literally changing the future. Literally, fruits and vegetables. Help someone today. These type of campaigns move. They're going to be super big, super. Everybody's going to want to be a part of it. Everybody, whether it's just some truck guy picking up the vegetables to drop it off to people in need. Everybody's going to want to be a part of it because Dad made us in a way where we have his love inside of us. We have his caring and his service to others inside of us. And we haven't been given the opportunity to do it till now.
Perfect. Perfect.
Right.
Yeah. So the world, as the world, they start to relax a little bit with they're going to have enough money to live, and then they can look around and say, well, what can I do to help others? It's going to be just a more joyous and beautiful place than, right now it's like after the pandemic, people are afraid of each other. They don't want to be in the same room, the germs, they don't want to, be touched or whatever. And people make jokes about staying home alone and all that. I just don't think that's a healthy lifestyle. We were made to be social
Yeah.
and help each other.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
Very true. So a lot of those people were like that because they actually had work to do. Like I was like that. I was in the basement, cockroaches and all that shit. Didn't want to talk to nobody else because they just weren't on my level. So I had to choose to do that. I'm not I'm not so sure about everybody else. Some, yeah, but others just were afraid to be around other people because of what you just said.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they're
Uh,
brainwashed, right?
yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Again, like, Dad can remove any type of disease from anyone at any time. You just have to know it, know how to do it, know how to. Um, I'd say the best thing for everybody to understand is the way energy and frequencies work and how you can harness it and transfer it just by thought.
Right.
Once everybody understands the basics, everything else can be taught to them faster. And all they have to do is listen to all my content and they'll get it. They will get it. I know they will, because that's why I was done and there.
Right. Right.
We got a lot of good things to look forward to, and the main thing is humanity waking the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and there's so many still that are sleeping, that they're brainwashed, that they don't realize that so much of what we see in the news is fabricated, and it's not even a real story. And so, we're doing these little videos about points in history that we've been taught and brainwashed about these things forever, and nothing that we've been taught is right, really. So we need to learn that, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true. So,
Yeah.
um, the unfortunately, a lot of people have expired because of the brainwashing. And at the end of the day, it was all necessary so that others that were chosen to remain here and finish the job can see what we had to deal with. So there's a lot of things that happened that had to happen so that those of us that are here through all this can be fully activated and eliminate the causes, which is what we're doing.
Okay. Yeah, I watched a movie last week and it just shocked me, and I read a lot. Every single book, every single movie or show has death in it. Illness, death, all the negative things. And it's so firmly implanted in our thought process,
Right.
right? So that's why living longer is just it's a little bit foreign because we've been so heavily programmed.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true. One
So
of the Go ahead.
no, I was going to switch topics, but go ahead.
All right, real quick. One of the things that Dad told me, and I've shared this many times. One of the things he told me was I was going to bring eternal youth to realization, and I've done that, and I'm doing that. And I don't talk as if I'm going to die or if I'm going to get old or none of that because I already know what Dad told me and shows
Right,
me.
right,
Not to mention the chambers are here. So I don't think the way the rest of the people who aren't aware think,
right, right.
right? I mean, even they talk about the med beds. The med beds, according to some people, only do A, B, and C, D, E, F, G. Well, we have crystalline chambers that literally restore the body, re um um restore the body, reform the body, and make sure that the body has everlasting crystalline body. So we'll have a look to us like this. However, it won't be carbon based, it'll be crystalline. And we're already moving into that if you listen to certain studies out there, how we already have crystals and all that stuff in us, light, because we are light. Now we're just going to fully manifest the fact that we are light, crystalline, and indestructible. Boom.
Oh, awesome, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So when we go through the chambers, let's say we have a family with kids, okay? Will our family recognize us? Like,
No,
okay,
nope, 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 nope.
all
The
right,
only thing, the only thing they'll recognize is the voice. Is the voice.
okay.
The voice will not change. Me coming in and out of portals laughing will not change.
All right, so if you have younger kids, that might be a concern, but if you have kids that you can explain this to, um,
No,
no,
no, no, because Sophie can see my
sees it.
she sees me already how I am.
Right, right.
That's why when you show her certain things, she'll say Dad because she
Yeah,
sees.
yeah, yeah,
The other day she took the brush and started combing my hair. So why would she do that if she know if you understand what I'm saying?
right, I do.
So she can see already. And we know she can. And when we're not here at the house running around doing our chores for daddy, she comes and follows us. So we have to send her back. So
Yeah,
the
okay,
only thing that will change is our voice. And dad is doing things in a way where the younger children already see and know what it is. And then the older ones will he's walking them through it.
okay.
So it's going to be there's nothing to worry about. Just um there's literally nothing to worry about. So you guys will have to allow the process without hyperventilating and getting all crazy and worried about certain things.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I should make fucking paper bags with SD on them.
Ventilation assistance.
$1.
Yeah, yeah.
That's funny.
Good.
That's funny.
So, so if we have a family after the chambers, we'll still live with the family?
Well, that's totally up to daddy because, like I've been warning y'all, or not warning y'all, but I've been educating y'all on the fact that you, your daughter, are separate beings. Y'all here on missions. Just because you and your daughter are mother and daughter now doesn't mean it's going to be the case after the chambers. Me and mines are going to stay the same because this is our part. This is our mission. So it may change for you. Not saying that it will. I'm saying that there's a possibility that that will. So we shall see. We shall see.
But we'll understand it more. Okay.
Yes, because dad will show you, and the chamber also restores your memory, so you'll know. There's literally nothing to worry about. I mean, I don't worry about nothing. When you have God, creator, dad in your life, you don't worry about nothing. Um, the only thing, the only thing you worry about is people questioning dad, especially if I'm relaying the things to you over and over again. You're questioning Dad, and now you're giving me a headache. But other than that, we're cool.
Okay. I'm asking for other people too, just saying. I'm teasing.
I'm not talking. I'm talking in general.
I know what you're saying. All right.
Oh, one more thing. Make sure all of you guys that are watching and want to support Sue, we made a new charm for her, and she will have them shortly. So make sure you guys go and purchase that.
Yep.
Sue's been a lot of help, and we made sure Dad wanted her to have her own products, and I'm sure they will grow too. So make sure y'all do that so you can support Sue as well. She's done a lot of amazing work behind the scenes, and she deserves the support too.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, when we get it, it'll be fun, and I'm going to do a video that shows it to everyone. And
Yeah,
it's always optional, but it'll be fun because mine are going to be super, super fun.
you better get her. I'm kick your ass.
All right, get them. All right. It feels awkward to like sell my own things, to be honest, but
I mean, at the end of the day, you need help too. We all do.
yeah.
So,
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. Back to the wealth transfer. Is basic income going to be standard across the world? Is it all going to be the same across the world? Everyone
Yes,
gets the same amount.
everyone, because all of the different currencies and the forex and this currency, and you have to pay this much to get that much. That shit is over.
Yeah.
It's going to be level playing field across the board.
Okay.
So my products cost this much. It's going to cost the same amount over there. Dad is making that happen.
Okay.
I'm here to enforce it. And I've already done it. If you got one of my coins wherever you at around the world, it's going to be valued at exactly what it is. Okay. So we are. There's already a foundation, if you would, and it's the Cabal Foundation. And we are overlaying that foundation with our stuff and then sucking up that foundation and then throwing it in the fucking waste bin with the whole new currency foundation, right? All these fucking these greedy Rothschilds banking families and all of these dark Israeli ones that think they can control the fucking world and give orders to all the fuck out of here. All that is out the window. It's all gone.
Right.
Now the full manifestation of what I just said, as far as it being gone and the new system comes online, is literally happening as we speak. Literally, there's no way around it. That being said, expect it because it's going to happen. Right now, I'm expecting to take our trips, have Wells Fargo handed to me, and get in contact with various military personnel around the world because I am the one in charge. Me and my original self are coming together, and they're going to know without a shadow of a doubt that it's all real. They actually already do know, however, they don't understand it, like I've been saying, but they're having to come to terms with it. And I'm exposing things on these interviews that they want to know and they don't know because they don't want to come to us directly yet. They're trying to gather up all their intel and they're verifying, cross-checking, and all that before they actually come to us. However, it's inevitable. So there's lots of things to look forward to, and that's one of them.
All right.
We've already taken over the planet. I've told y'all multiple times, we've already taken over the planet. No matter what Smarty and things are happening here, we've already took over. So that being said, there's going to be a period where we fully emerge with ourselves and everybody that's been behind the scene taking orders from this individual who they don't really know yet, will be something. It's something to see.
So it is exciting, very exciting.
Very, very.
Now, you said yesterday was a day of heavy attacks, right? And was that specifically because of the wealth transfer or what, like, can you give us like the story of what happened behind the scenes?
It was because of the wealth transfer, and they they tried to kick the can down the road, and those in higher up places gave us a call immediately, and we took action. So, those of you guys that are in these high positions and think you can get away with certain things, we have people within um, within your ranks that are reporting to us, and when they do, shit happens. So that's as far as I can say right now.
Okay, interesting. Okay. Um, where are we energy wise slash consciousness wise? I know you've increased the consciousness basically throughout the entire universe multiple times. It's waking people up. The information is able to come forward more quickly. Um,
We are in a very high ranking position. I don't even know exactly. Well, I haven't investigated because I
yeah.
pretty much know a lot. That being said, these is this like have you guys seen this before? We've
Yeah,
seen patterns. We've seen
but
patterns, but like this is new.
let's,
This was because of what happened yesterday and the embarrassment that individuals had to deal with, and people literally cried yesterday,
yeah.
literally begging to be brought back. It's not a game, man. Y'all fucking with the wrong one.
So they got like taken to the stadium, the ethers, Pebble Valley or whatever, and now they
Yep.
know it's real.
Yep. Now they know it's very real, and it happened for everybody universe wide to see. So that's embarrassing, if you ask me.
A universal jumbotron, right? The walk of shame or this, the evaporation of shame or whatever you want to call it.
Pretty much. Pretty
Oof.
much.
Yeah.
It was wild. Right after that, they teamed up and they came at us and they was throwing everything at us. Everything.
Mm.
But we that's another reason why we all had to have wine yesterday, because it was also a celebratory thing,
Yeah. Right.
right? So, Dad said have some wine. Okay.
Twist.
Right? Pop,
Yeah.
pop, pop.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
so
Because it
so
seems like the attacks have been pretty brutal in the past, well, week or so.
yeah, they've been brutal everywhere.
Yeah.
However, things are getting done,
Okay.
and the attacks are only them revealing themselves, and also the what do you call the interference and the the slowness of people getting back to us, and the unwilling to participate on certain things like help someone today in certain areas, the greed for them taking our money, things like that is
Yeah.
not good for them at all,
Yep.
which also allows us to come in and change things. That's literally why we're doing all this stuff, because we are exposing and eliminating, exposing and eliminating, exposing and eliminating. And we do it nonstop, where we don't get upset because something happened or someone is trying to take advantage. You cannot take advantage of your creator. What you can do is get your ass in a whole lot of trouble. so so that's why I laugh through it all of it. All of it. I laughed through all of it.
Yeah,
People literally digging themselves in holes that they're not going to be able to get out of. And some of them will be able to get out of it. It's just a long time to dig out.
right. A really long time, billions of years.
Yeah,
Wow.
some not that long, but
Okay.
maybe a
Wow.
couple years.
It's still long.
That
So
is that is long.
one of our Jedis has tracked how many conscious levels we've increased. So since November 2024, 234 levels of consciousness increased. Shh. Mind blowing.
I'm going to check on I'm going to check on today and see what we get. We do know that there's 2 trillion armadas out there as well, and this is why things are getting done because they are kicking asses,
Right.
and they have specific tasks, and we're always sending armadas to different locations, and even that is being shown. Tech you don't people don't really understand what they are. Some people call them ships, some people call them drones. However, there's angelics out there that are doing what they want to do. You think these demon face fuckers are the only ones running around? No.
Awesome. Awesome news. Awesome news.
You know that scene in Lords of the Rings. I'm not sure if you saw it. There's a scene in Lords of the Rings where the one of the main characters is on a boat, and the boat has all of these ghosts with him. And then
Uh-huh.
he comes out, jumps on the dock, and they all come out after him.
Love that. Love that scene.
That's what I do. I send their asses to go do what daddy wants them to do. And believe it or not, some angels get demoted and evaporated for not taking orders,
Right.
for not, doing what they're supposed to do.
Right.
Not my problem.
Yeah.
I'll follow the directions.
So in our case, it's the angels swarming the bad guys and taking them out.
Exactly.
It's a good visual.
Well, in that case, that's what happened too. However, they were a dark force behind the real king,
Right. Right.
and that's what they were. However, in that clip, they go they on the real king side,
Right.
and they take action on his behalf. So that's what's happening everywhere,
Yeah. Yeah.
everywhere, every fucking where.
So cool. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about that. That's so cool.
That's
That's
what's been happening.
yeah. Yeah.
Those are the same type of entities that I was talking about. The Navy guy was talking about how
Yeah.
they went in, they did all this stuff, and remember the story I told you about them going into Antarctica and leaving some of the scientists alive?
Yeah.
Same fucking thing, same thing. Oh my God, they look so bright. They left me alive.
Yeah, yeah. What
Oh,
didn't they say some guy said they were butterfly people or whatever?
that's what they look like.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what they look like.
yeah,
All I see is bright shit and everywhere.
yeah.
So this is all real. It's all happening.
I know.
It's all being it's all happening. It's all being documented. There's no way not to see all these things. Everything gets revealed in some form or fashion. So even though you don't believe what I'm saying, it doesn't matter because things are happening as we are directly involved in doing. So I don't care if you believe it or not. It's going to happen. And your best bet is to do what I keep telling y'all to do. Turn to your creator. Start doing good. Start participating. Those of you guys that are wealthy and want to save your lives and save your asses and save your own family's asses, y'all better get behind my campaigns. You don't have to. You have a choice.
Right,
Send
right.
those fucking checks. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We've got some great things that we're doing for people starting up, and funding and donations would be welcome. So any of you guys own a corporation or whatever, just send us a nice check now, please.
Some have already done, which we know, and people will be coming forward.
Yeah.
People are going to open up their checkbooks and be glad to help.
Right.
And it's a part of Dad's plan. All we had to do is put A and B and C and D together. We got all the hard stuff out the way. Now it's time to receive the blessings from various entities, groups, or whatnot,
Right.
and show the people what we're here to do. And because Dad is involved and I eliminate things all day long, they're going to go the way Dad wants them to go, which is even more exciting. I mean, I love this shit. I'm ready. Let's go.
So exciting. So exciting.
Abundance. Hello. What part don't you understand?
Right. Right.
This is so much fun.
All right. It sounds like you have to go.
Yeah, we gotta go. I gotta take care of some stuff with B, and we good.
All right. Thank you so much again for everything you've done, and of course for taking the time to let us know what's happening. I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, I don't have a choice, so I do, and then I don't. But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
smart, so I'm here.
That's why they call you Smarty. Okay,
That's
I got
right.
it now.
Yeah, short for smart ass.
Thank you again, and we appreciate all your efforts.
All right, we're good. Love you guys. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you. Love you too.
Day, morning, night.